Hey, welcome back. This is week 9 of Monologues For Us by Us, a weekly virtual series that explores the thematic parallels in August Wilson's work and in the work of other contemporary Black playwrights. My name is Candace Handy, and this series is presented to you by the Cincinnati Black Theater Artists Collective. If you would like to check out our previous videos, please visit our website at www.cincyblacktac.com. That's www.cincyblacktac.com. I am so excited for tonight because we are being graced with the presence of some Black superstars. They've lended their time and their talent to help me uplift Black creative voices, and I appreciate it so much. So this week we're looking at the theme of prejudgments against Black people, which causes fear towards Black people that unfortunately often results in brutality against Black people. The first piece is performed by actor Geoff Hill. It is the opening speech of the play Change Must Come, written by actor and playwright Santino Craven. Craven is a Chicago-based actor originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He has graced the regional stages like the Goodman and the Actors Theater of Louisville, where he played Dracula in its last 2 productions, when a theater was a thing. Craven also has TV and film credits, including Chicago PD and Bill's Gunshot. If you would like to catch a full reading of Change Must Come, it will be featured on Play Upstream on August 22nd at 8 p.m. For more information about that, please visit Santino's Facebook page. This is a very poignant play, and I highly recommend that you catch that full reading. So here's Geoff Hill performing Change Must Come by Santino Craven.
Hi, my name is Santino Craven. I am the playwright of Change Must Come. I would like to thank you for including one of the monologues from my play in your series. The overall themes of the play deal with the issue of perception and how it's used to justify the murders of people of color. I was inspired to write it back in 2014, 2015 timeframe. It was right after the Tamir Rice murder got released and the protests in Ferguson were going on, and the rise of Black Lives Matter movement was beginning. And I was hearing all this chatter about how these kids that were dying at the hands of murderous police, that whatever they did prior to that was some kind of justification for them to be executed. And I wanted to take a look at some of these issues, and that was the overall inspiration and theme of the piece. So I'd like to thank you for watching it, and thank you for the support. Have a good day.
What up? Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at me? Huh? I'll tell you what you see. You see trouble. When you see me walking down the street, you cross that shit. Why? 'Cause I'm a hard-looking, smooth-talking motherfucker that will take your shit just as fast as I'll take your bitch. See, I'm from the hood. What it asks to get whipped if you're not from there. And shit, don't let that hat be cocked. My dad, he's in prison, doing life. My mom said he popped some white dude back in '96 for some Jordans. I don't really remember the shit because I was still a little dude when it happened. My mom, She's a junkie, strung out on whatever she can get. Crack, heroin, wet, meth, you name it, she's on it. I don't even know where she's at. I ain't seen her in about a year. And when I did, she was selling pussy down on MLK. I've been on my own since I was 13. Before that, I was in and out of foster care and county homeschool. I can tell you, that shit sucked. I did stay with this one lady though, Mrs. Louise, for about 2 years. She was cool, but shit, I couldn't stay with her forever. She had 5 kids of her own. Family? Family. Shit. My niggas are my family. I got they back and they got mine. That's how it be in the hood. We don't know no other way. You know that saying, you're gonna be in jail or dead by the time you're 18. I say, fuck that shit. I ain't never even been arrested. I'm too slick for that. And dying? Ain't nobody got time to be worried about that. I gotta stay on my grind. I'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Jitney is August Wilson's 8th installment to the Pittsburgh cycle. It takes place in 1977, and Jitney is actually the first play that August Wilson ever wrote. Before that, he was just a poet. Jitney is also my favorite play in the Pittsburgh cycle. It is the play that introduced me to August Wilson's work, and really Jitney introduced me to my love for the theater, because I was a wee little one in undergrad when I first saw it, produced at my alma mater, the illustrious Alabama State University. I won't say what year, because you know I was in undergrad then. No. So anywho, I don't have to say much about this play, because joining us tonight is Miss Janine Smith. She is an educator. She is the English teacher at Woodward Career Technical High School, where I have had the privilege to work with her students on several projects, and I have to say those students are the most passionate and critical thinkers that I have ever encountered as a teaching artist, and I do believe that that has a lot to do with Miss Smith's passion for teaching Black students. She challenges them to think beyond their own neighborhood and critically analyze what's going on around them. And educators like Miss Smith really give me hope for our future that will be led by our youth. So thank you, Miss Smith, for coming through tonight. Immediately following Miss Smith, we will have actor Michael Kevin Darnall, who will be performing a piece from Jitney, the character Youngblood. Michael Kevin Darnall actually played Youngblood at the Playhouse's production of Jitney back when I was an intern, not that long ago. So we thank you, Michael Kevin Darnall, for being with us tonight and reprising that role. And that's enough from me. Let's go.
Hi. So the play Jitney by August Wilson is an amazing play, and it is a play that is relatable to different generations of students as well as people of all ages. I took a group of students to see Jitney, and they're high school students. And even though it was set in the 1970s, it was so relatable to them because some of the themes that the students really took to would be like gentrification, race and racism, gender roles, mental health, even perspective. Perspective being seeing things through somebody else's eyes, and the different generations that were actually in the play and having different strife between each other because they didn't see from each other's perspectives was big for my students, because they see sometimes that even their own parents or maybe their teachers or different peers, they don't always see eye to eye because they are understanding the world from different lenses. The race and racism was big in there, tied to the gentrification, because they were losing their neighborhoods, and that's definitely going on in our city. And our students who are being moved out to different places because their parents may not be owners, and especially like even downtown with everything going on, there's a lot of gentrification that's going on in our city, and the students are really being moved by this. The biggest thing that the students really kind of took away from it is along the lines of racism, and actually systemic racism, because even when you had someone who was an owner still losing their place or still being lowball as far as like the value of their place, that was big, because those are the things that people don't see when they're looking at racism. And those systems being in place are important to point out, because when you have a system that says, I'm going to value you less, and so that's going to then turn into um, what you're worth and what your property is worth or what your business is worth. And then that takes away from your family, it takes away from your community, and it takes away your right to fight or your way to fight when you are not in position to do so. And so some of those things being talked about in Jitney were very important. And I believe that everyone should see the play. And I think that even high school students or even younger, maybe even, should be able to relate to this play. And I think that it's awesome. Thanks so much.
No, Rena. See, people believe what they want to believe, what they set up in their mind to believe. I know what it looked like when I was gone all the time and not bringing home any money, but you could have noticed that I was tired. You could have said, Darnall ain't talking too much because he's tired. You could have noticed that I ain't act like somebody running the streets. I ain't come home smelling like alcohol and perfume. I ain't dressed like somebody running the streets. Like, if you had thought it, all the way through, you would have noticed how excited I was when I got the UPS job. How I asked you if I could take it. You would have noticed I was planning things. I wasn't sitting around drinking beer and playing cards. I would get up early on Sunday and go down to the airport to try to make a few extra dollars before the Jitney station even opened. But see, you ain't see all that. You ain't see the new Darnall. You still working off your memory, but the past is the past. I'm thinking about the future. You not the only one who thinks about Jesse. That's why I'm trying to do something different. That's why I'm trying to buy a house. Maybe I should have told you about the house. Maybe I did do it wrong, but I done it. I tried to show you that I loved you. But what did I get for it?